Chapter 2. The Chocolate Market. The journey began. Alubena rode her Zama, flying pet, through the busy chocolate market. Before leaving home, she tearily said goodbye to her sisters. As a part of Imperial family, Alubena and her sisters couldn't travel often. If they really did travel, they could never have privacy as they were heavily protected by their security. Being the guardian of the Sipharis temple required separation of her previous identity and for her to be complete commoner. For her to be stripped away from her titles and rights and to not be protected, and did not matter if she was dead or alive, really. Once making it to temple, Alubena will have to bang a gong that will shake the whole of the Iberesia, signaling the arrival of the new guardian of Sipharis. Of course, not just anyone has this position to take over previous guardian. There are strict protocols that only Alubena currently has access to. The shops were filled with different chocolates. The cool air solidified everything, and the wind carried the amazing sense of the chocolate culture. Even with her hood up, Alubena did not feel safe. She wasn't alone. She had a shadow following. She wished her sisters were with her right now. A boy her age walked beside her. He seemed kind and protected her from staring people. When he looked at her diamond eyes, he seemed worried. "You look sad," he said gently. "Someone hurt you." Alubena was confused. She wondered why the boy did not flinch or grimace when he saw her deep green complexion. Unlike Grandma Seal, Alubena stared into his deep bug eyes, wondering why he didn't look disgusted at seeing her slanted eyes. The eyes that Grandma Seal would often teasingly ridicule and occasionally compliment for the sake of making her feel better before taking her blood and tears for the cultivation. Alubena was confused. "Wait, what? But I keep world going. My blood keeps our chocolate building strong." Alubena stirred dizzyingly. The boy looked very amused. "Who told you that?" Alubena's heart beat so fast. She realized she had never seen her blood being used anywhere to help the cities and buildings. The buildings gathered strength from the cold temperatures of the environment. Alubena's heart sunk. Her heart fluttered rapidly in complete pain. Betrayal, lies, sadness. Her eyes filled with trembling tears, knowing her sisters were still being used. "I have to go goodbye." Alubena wiped her tears away. "Wait," the boy yelled. "I'm coming with you. It's dangerous to be alone in streets, especially as a girl," he said quietly. Alubena smiled at him softly, her gaze far offish, and not completely looking at the boy. This boy she randomly picked up from the streets. Looking around, she realized her Zama had disappeared for some reason. She laughed in hopeless despair, spinning around and laughing crazily. "Zama," she yelled uselessly. "I bet you left me to die here as well, just like that so-called grandma." "Here, we can catch an Emma." They climbed onto carriage together. As they rode towards temple, their arms brushed against each other so lightly. With each touch, Alubena felt warm tingles through her body. She wondered what this strange feeling was. She wondered why she felt this way. Why she felt this love towards this boy, this random boy. Chapter 3. Lost. Alubena screamed as the temple walls closed in on her body, chains grappling onto her purple glowing hair. The boy's voice echoed into the distance, fading until all she could hear was her grandmother's laughter. "Forever you're mine," the walls whispered. Alubena gasped blinkingly, pushing from the boy's shoulders. He grinned, slyly, looking at Alubena with so much love. The temple gone. She was back on carriage. The steady rumble beneath them was not magic. It was the carriage wheels rolling along the starlit, rocky road. Her heart pounded, sweat dampening her shaking palms. "Are you all right?" The boy's voice was gentle, curious. He glanced down at her with his searching eyes. "You looked like you were fighting something in sleep." Alubena swallowed quickly, her throat dry. The dream clung to her, way too vivid, too sharp to be just simple sleep. I saw something," she whispered hurriedly. "Temple. Chains. My mean grandmother. We need to turn back. I can't go to temple. My mother has been dead for centuries. She wouldn't be at the temple. It must be trap." Alubena gasped, gulpingly. The boy frowned, steadying her with his arm. "A nightmare, maybe." Alubena was not so sure, because even as the stars outside twinkled so softly, she could still feel the echo of the temple chains around her wrists, like dream wasn't a dream, but a warning. "Well, where are we off to just right now?" the boy asked. "I don't know." Alubena laughed awkwardly. She was lost. "I know someplace we both can go." The boy smiled. Alubena admired this kind boy. She felt like she could trust him with anything. Alubena's dress wobbled from under the fabric. Hidden under her dress there was a Toliko, three-headed alien feline. The heads purred, feeling so safe that they were hers. And as Alubena pointed and played with the feline, she felt grateful that her grandma never found them. As her grandma would have used their potent healing saliva for her own selfish gains, Alubena glanced upwards at Boy, who side-eyed her with such a sly smile, like he carried a secret. The boy leaned closer, but still respecting her distant. His rich smell intoxicated her. His shoulder brushed against hers, and in that moment, visions that came in colors and images flashed through her worried mind. Flashes of love, marriage, children, desires, intense, sensual desires, flashed through the boy's mind. Alubena was very good at feeling and seeing others' thoughts, yes, but never this intense before. For this vision seeped through her whole body, from her feet to her stomach to her face. Alubena's heart soared with amazing deep joy. She had never felt this kind of love before. A love that didn't require anything from her she didn't want. A love that just said, "We can live this cursed life together." Suddenly the colors faded and turned dark. She could feel her grandma intruding her very thoughts, snooping through her mind like the monitoring spirit that she was. Alubena never gave her grandma the access to her true self, so her grandma would snoop instead, thinking she wouldn't know anything. "I will take you somewhere safe. Trust," he said deeply. Alubena wanted to believe him. Her heart raced as she caught herself staring at his eyes before quickly looking away. The Amma quickly shaked joltingly. The bag hummed. The boy noticed. "What is inside?" he asked curiously. She opened it, just enough. 3 glowing eyes blinked up at him. "They are beautiful," he whispered slyly, "like you are." Alubena ignored him as he leaned closer. Her chest tightened. For first time, she felt not just guarded, loved, and wanted. "They are family," she said softly. "No one can take them from me." He met her gaze slowly. "Then we will protect them. Together." Her lips parted, breath so unsteady. She wanted to argue to keep her guard up, but when his sparkling eyes caught hers, all she could do was to drown. The Amma jolted. She fell forward into him, her palms against his chest. He steadied her, but did not let go. Their faces hovered too close. Her heart could not take it anymore. She felt pain all over her body. Not bad pain, but a yearning for him.